It is a storm so fierce it may end up physically reshaping Florida's Gulf Coast. One of the largest storms to come out of the Gulf of Mexico in the last century is about to slam Florida. CNN's Michael Yoshida is on the ground tracking Hurricane Helene. And Michael, those who have stayed behind are now being warned to take shelter.
Hey there, Cynthia. You mentioned it, the warning now changing as Helene makes its way closer to Florida. We're right in that big area where Helene expected to make landfall. Put in perspective, we're right on this river, the Gulf Coast, just right beyond that point. So here, it's that area of storm surge concern, 20 or so feet potentially. That's why officials now urging everyone to potentially hunker down and take this storm seriously.
Every minute that goes by brings us closer to having conditions that are going to be simply too dangerous to navigate.
The National Weather Service is using another term, unsurvivable. When it comes to the storm surge, Helene is expected to unleash on parts of the Florida coast in the coming hours.
If it's 20 feet like they're saying, it's going to change the landscape in Franklin County, I can assure you that.
Franklin and Taylor counties are in Helene's expected landfall zone. But for much of Florida's Gulf Coast, mandatory evacuations have been in place since Wednesday, with state and local officials imploring residents leave while you can.
Some people have made decisions that they're going to hunker down, even though they were requested to leave.
Regardless of that, the governor says rescue crews are standing by.
If there's people that are going to be in distress, we're going to be there to be able to assist in those efforts.
Their message now, survival.
If you hear trees snapping around your home, treat it like a tornado. Get to an interior portion of your home, get as low as you can.
And silence, officials warn, doesn't mean safe.
What that actually means is you're in the eye of the hurricane. All right? Do not go out and survey damage.
An eye that could be up to 50 miles wide, with more catastrophic conditions less than an hour behind it. Helene is expected to roar up the southeastern U.S., with impacts felt as far north as D.C. in the days ahead. Right now, along with Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas, and Virginia are under a state of emergency.
And at this marina, the owner tells me, based on previous hurricanes and storms, he expects this dock to actually be lifted up, potentially above the top of this pole here. That's why they've decided to tie everything down, so they potentially keep it from floating away if that happens. That's just one reason why the storm waters, those strong winds, are so concerning to those in this community. Cynthia.
Okay, Michael, stay safe while you're out there. That is CNN's Michael Yoshida near Florida's Gulf Coast.